Okay, latte time is over. Now check it out. We've got our insulation board. Somebody might want to know what this is made out of. I decided to keep the project panel label on. Green Guard Project Panel. It's combustible, protective barrier, thermal barrier. So yeah, it's more like for construction. But when I hear project, I think Moss Project. Okay, so I want to keep in mind the tag. I don't want that showing through the moss, should the moss get a gap. Also, my recycle bags have one line of printing just on one side. So I have to find the side that has the writing on it. It's right up there. It's probably talking about a choking hazard warning. Yeah, you don't want to suffocate anybody, okay? So I want that line of print on the back side. I want the tag on the back side. On the front, I just want it to be perfectly clear. This is where the moss is going, with or without going on screening material before I attach it. We shall see, because I do have some nice plastic chicken wire that might be good to use in case somebody wants to sew it on or put fishing line through it. I've got that awesome floral wire. Is it called floral wire? Green enameled floral wire. Verde. Espanol for green. All right, so I'm not using any kind of special tape here. I am literally using like masking tape, Scotch blue. You literally use this when you're painting and you don't want to paint certain things to protect them, and then it rips right up. So this isn't, you know, with any kind of sense of permanence. This is just get it attached, get your moss on it, get her done, right? As they say here in this part of the world. Relocated here from California 20 years ago. And I do like the get her done mentality. I also like the Missouri, the show me state. Don't tell me how to do it, show me, and then I can do it. I really do love my state, and I have adapted accordingly. All right, I don't want any of this sticking out. So I'm going to kind of fold it in a little bit because it does still have that blue on it. And we're adding some blue of our own, my masking tape. And none of this is going to show. This is literally going to be nailed in to my wooden palette. So, but I'm giving these to the bride as a gift. And I think she might want to hang it up at her house as a living wall. She and her husband can add a water pump, water feature if they want to. I took one look at a water pump today at Lowe's and I saw the $47 price tag. And I have priced things at the pet store and I'm like, woo, honey. Some of these hobbies are not cheap. That'll cost you a few coffees. So yeah, I prefer to spray by hand. At some point I will get tired of that. I will want a mister. Misters were also, like a mister attachment was like 20 bucks. I was already over budget before I saw the misters and I was like, yeah, that's a really nice mister. Hello and goodbye. Have a nice day. So I'm going to put another strip there because that little blue thing is trying to ride up. So do what works for you. There's no right or wrong way. There's just your way. And I have made so many learning opportunity mistakes with this whole project that the next time I do one, it's going to be so much easier. And that's okay. Nobody's trying to be an expert over here. Oh, and I love trashy comments like, ew, moss isn't supposed to be stepped on like a bath mat. I'm like, love. You do you. I have friends who love moss bath mats. They are kind of a thing, and if they're not your thing, that's okay too. So there we go. And we have 3 of these ready to go. If I wanted to attach it, I would use the wire to attach it to the chicken wire, and then I would push pin it in on here. And the chicken wire would cover the whole thing. And then I would put the other moss around it. Yeah, I think that's more permanent. That's a more permanent solution. It's also more labor intensive today, 3 days before the wedding. And this particular moss really doesn't adhere to anything. It's so delicate. Is it even worth using the chicken wire? I have the plastic kind. It would probably be better to try attaching it with a what do they call that? A crochet, a sheet that people do their needlework on. I saw some of those and I was like, I need to go to the yarn crochet section and look at those suckers. I guess I need to stop thinking about the long-term effects hanging on the wall and just think about the wedding. Because I'm going to push pin it in here. The wheels are turning, but is anyone home is the question. Today was pickup stick day and whole branches that came down. One of our smaller trees that are too close to the house came down with the wind last night, and Tony went out and pushed it the rest of the way down. Thank you, Tony. So we hauled it today, used it as a trail marker to line right by the property line where I want my bamboo forest to give me all my privacy and all my shade on the moss. It wouldn't hurt to push pin it in to the net. Like, it wouldn't hurt. I don't have to sew it. Someone can go back in and sew it in later, should they choose to. For the wedding, we're push pinning it in. Yeah, that's a no, bro. All right. We're gonna get the insulation panels connected to our pallets, and then I'm gonna start hauling those containers down and attaching. So excited.